Imagine waking up in the fastest-growing city in Jamaica, where every morning thousands of people step outside to a city that didn't even exist just decades ago. A place once dismissed as swampland now stands on the brink of making history as Jamaica's 15th parish. This is the story of Portmore, the sunshine city that refuses to be ignored. The origins. Let's rewind to the late 1960s. Kingston was bursting at the seams, overcrowded, chaotic, and unable to keep up with the growing population. The government needed a solution, a place where people could live affordably but still work in Kingston. Enter Portmore. Developers, led by West Indies home contractors, saw potential in what was essentially reclaimed swampland. They built entire communities from scratch. Independence City, Greater Portmore, and Bridgeport. Thousands of families moved in, searching for space, opportunity, and a better life. But here's what no one talks about. Portmore was never supposed to be this big. As families settled, more Jamaicans saw the appeal of its location and affordability. Houses were quickly snapped up, and before long, Portmore was experiencing an explosion in development. Schools, businesses, and recreational spaces followed, making it more than just a residential overflow zone. It was becoming its own thriving city. The explosion. In 1970, Portmore had just 5,000 residents. Fast forward to today, and the population has soared past 350,000, making it the largest residential area in the Caribbean. But how did this happen? The answer: a perfect storm of affordability, location, and opportunity. Portmore sits in a prime spot, minutes from Kingston, a quick drive to Spanish Town, and with major highways connecting it to the rest of Jamaica. Land was cheaper here, housing developments exploded. People looking to escape Kingston's high prices flocked to Portmore. Then, businesses followed. Factories, skill training centers, sports complexes, even high-end shopping centers, bringing in billions in investment. Portmore wasn't just a bedroom community anymore. It had become its own economic powerhouse. And with this rapid expansion came a younger population, full of energy, ideas, and ambition. Today, about 50% of Portmore's population is under 40, making it one of Jamaica's most dynamic urban centers. Parish status. For years, Portmore operated under the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, then as a municipality in 2003 with its own mayor. But in 2025, the Jamaican government tabled a groundbreaking bill, the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act, aiming to make Portmore Jamaica's 15th parish. The Andrew Holness government used its majority in the House of Representatives to pass that legislation on February 11th. For supporters, this was a moment of liberation, a chance for Portmore to control its own destiny, manage its own resources, and shape its future. But not everyone was convinced. The controversy. The People's National Party, PNP, wasn't having it. They accused the ruling government of gerrymandering, redrawing boundaries to favor their political base. They argued that the move wasn't about giving Portmore power, but about manipulating votes. And then there was the infrastructure issue. Portmore still lacks a public hospital. Roads need work. Public services aren't where they should be. Critics argue, if Portmore can't even get a hospital, how can it run as an independent parish? For the people of Portmore, the question remains, is this a moment of progress or political maneuvering? Challenges and threats. Portmore's biggest battle might not be politics. It might be nature itself. Built on reclaimed land, Portmore sits dangerously close to sea level. Rising tides, hurricanes, and heavy rains put the city at constant risk of flooding. Engineers built a 12-mile dike to help, but experts warn it may not be enough. And then there's traffic. The city wasn't designed for this many people. Even with the toll road connecting it to Kingston, rush hour feels like a war zone. As Portmore grows, so do the cracks in its foundation. Can it adapt before it's too late? What's next for Portmore? Despite the challenges, one thing is certain. Portmore isn't slowing down. Real estate is booming. By 2028, the market is expected to hit $128 billion US. Foreign investors are watching closely. Businesses are expanding here. The population remains young and vibrant, with about half the total being between 20 and 39 years old. So, what happens next? Portmore's fate lies in the balance. Will it rise as an independent powerhouse, or will it struggle under the weight of its own ambition? One thing is undeniable. Portmore has already rewritten the rules. The city of the future. Love it or hate it, Portmore represents something bigger than just a city. It's a symbol of Jamaica's future. Ambitious, controversial, and full of potential. So, now that the law has been passed, what do you think about Portmore becoming Jamaica's brand new parish? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more deep dives into Jamaica's most fascinating stories, hit that subscribe button. See you next time.